Alright. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my round 7 Jesus Christ, what's it? Predictions, preview, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, look, not really much to say. Let's just jump straight into it. Roosters 22, Storm 26. Look, full disclosure, I am recording this Friday morning. So look, here's the result. Like, look, I'm recording it Friday morning, so like the results are already there. Just to show that like I'm being, I guess, legit with this. Look, if you just want to see it, properties. So you can see I created it on Thursday at 10:30 in the morning. All right. Like, just in case people are going to say, oh, you changed your prediction to make sure you got it correct, rah, rah, rah. No, I did predict Storm to win. I thought the score would be more. But yeah, not going to talk about it because obviously the game's already done. So there's no point talking about it. So I'll obviously talk about it in the review at the end of the round. So yeah, look, I guess one I got right. But let's get on to my actual predictions now. Dragons 16, Warriors 28. Yeah, look, I think this one will be a pretty routine win for the Warriors. To put it simple, I just think they're the stronger side. It's as simple as that. I'll quickly bring up the thing for you. Especially for Dragons, I don't like Lomax going back into centre. I know he wants to be a centre, but he's a winger. He always has been. Like, he's good in the air. He's got a good flick pass, so he can throw the ball back on the inside. Whatever. That's a thing for another day. Yeah, look, Warriors forward pack just stronger than Dragons. Same with the bench, stronger than the Dragons. Yeah, look, I think everything just leads to a Warriors win. I think it'll be a competitive game. Like, I think the Warriors' defense, especially after last week, wasn't the best. So I definitely think they can leak a couple points here and there. And I think the likes of Terrell Sloan, especially Ben Hunt, will be able to exploit the weaknesses in the defense. But yeah, I think in the long run, I think the Warriors will just be a bit too strong. Like, you look at their back three, Nickel Klukstad, Zelezniak, and Montoya, like running the ball back. Sean Johnson in that dominant role. Fanua Blake, Barnett, Wade Egan's been fantastic so far this year. I reckon he's a smoky for a possible Origin spot. Honestly, like at the very least off the bench, maybe he's been absolutely fantastic. Jackson Ford's been really good. Capewell, we all know Origin great, really. Tohu Harris, in my mind, there's not a world where the Dragons win this game. I think the Warriors side is just too strong. So yeah, pretty easy Warriors win in this one. I think Dragons will be able to score a couple points because the Warriors defense has been a bit leaky at times because they've had to do a little bit of reshuffling because of injuries. But yeah, I think in the end the Warriors will just be too strong in the end, and yeah, we'll win this game rather comfortably in the long run. Eels 24, Dolphins 16. Yeah, look, again, another routine win in this one for me. I'll quickly get up the team list. The big thing for me, there are two things actually. The first one is Hammer being out. Now, look, there's been a lot of good things said about this Trey Fuller guy. I have no idea personally, so I can't speak on it. But I think attacking wise for the Dolphins, just losing Hammer, he's such an X factor for them. So him not being there will be a really big loss. And then honestly, the forward pack is where this game is won and lost. Don't get me wrong, Dolphins forward pack is extremely experienced, but that's the problem, is that they're experienced. Like, they're all on the older side. Like, Bromwich is in his 30s. I believe Nichols is in his 30s. Bromwich brother in his 30s. Right? Just a very old forward pack against I would say, a younger, more hungry forward pack in the Eels. Especially Eels coming off their win last week, so they'll be feeling good. Dylan Brown and Dejan Arce will be feeling good as well. Yeah, I think this game is pretty much just in the Eels' favour completely. Yeah, for me, especially Hammer being out. I don't see the Dolphins' attack being nearly as strong as it needs to be to break a very strong Eels defense. Because while the Eels haven't been great offensively over the past couple of weeks without Moses, their defense has still been very strong, and they've only lost games really because they haven't been able to score points. They've pushed passes when they shouldn't have, and then they've lost the ball. Right? So against a strong Eels defense, especially coming off a win, I don't see a world where the Dolphins win this game. So yeah, I'm saying a pretty comfortable Eels win in this one. Panthers 22, Tigers 20. Yeah, look, I think this will be a really good game of footy. I'll quickly bring team stats up. As far as I'm aware, Panthers have had no changes from the previous week. I don't believe. Obviously, Fisher Harris is leaving at the end of the season now, which is really interesting. Topic for another day, but really interesting. Could that have an effect on the Panthers squad this game? Like, do they put in more effort because they know he's leaving? Does maybe Fisher Harris sort of start cruising a little bit? Who knows? I don't think he will. I don't think that's his personality, but who knows? But yeah, honestly, I think this is a very even game. I think, especially up in Bathurst, I think Tigers can surprise a lot of people. I'm pretty sure last year Tigers won this game up in Bathurst, if I remember right, but it was like hammering down with rain. It wasn't a dry track. But I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Tigers do come away with a sneaky win in this one, especially because of this young man here, Lachlan Galvin. I think he is an absolute catalyst for this Tigers side. They look like a different team when he's in there. Just his eyes up footy mentality and the way he plays is it's fantastic, and he's definitely in a weird way, he's definitely a Benji Marshall player. All right, where that's exactly how Benji played, eyes up, play what's in front of you. That's exactly what Lachlan Galvin does. And I think him being back is a real big boost for them. Look, in the forward pack, I would say relatively even. How this man has not copped a suspension is beyond me. I don't understand it. But yeah, in the forward pack, I would say relatively even. I do think Penrith edged them out in the forwards, but look, honestly, it's not bad. I think the lack of Cleary still, Cleary was rumoured to be coming back this week, but they're giving him an extra week because I think he hurt his hamstring, I think it was, or strained his hamstring or something like that. So Cleary's getting another week off. But yeah, I think in the long run, the experience of the Panthers' spine will edge them through. But yeah, I really wouldn't be surprised if Tigers win this game, and I do think it will be a much closer game than people are probably expecting. I think on the tipping app, the NRL tipping app, I think it's people are 98% Penrith, I think it is. Let me check. Something like that. Yeah, 97% Penrith. I don't know if you can see that. Where it's let me turn it. Yeah, 97% Penrith, right? Obviously I have gone Penrith, but I wouldn't be surprised if Tigers do sneak a win. But yeah, really good game this round, potentially game of the round. But yeah, we'll have to see. But yeah, for me, Panthers just edged this one out by 2 points. Titans 14, Manly 32. The second return of Des to against Manly. Obviously it's up in Gold Coast, but yeah, the second return of Des. Look, I think this is going to be a pretty routine Manly win. Look, I'll quickly bring it up, but look, they've pretty much got a full squad, a full strength squad. I think the only person that's out from their starting lineup is Ben Travojevic. Obviously Aloi's out, but Matthew Lodge slots in, so that's fine. Look, Manly's forward pack is stronger. I think their bench is stronger, and I think their back line is stronger. It's as simple as that. Something that has me really surprised, and I'm expecting it to change, is this right here, AJ Brimson at 6. Obviously, Jaden Campbell's out. I'm not sure why. I'm assuming he's got a niggling injury of some sort. But what I assume would happen is Brimson goes to fullback and Tanner Boyd comes in at 6. That's what I assume is going to happen. But, I mean, look, it's Desi. Who knows? He's a crazy man. So who knows what's going to happen. But yeah, look, honestly, there's really not much to say in this one. I think it's just going to be a routine win. Titans just haven't shown enough. Last week they did all right. I think it was. Was it last week they did all right, or was it the week before? I think it was last week. Yeah, so last week they did all right against a if we're honest, a not great Raiders side. Don't get me wrong, Raiders have been scoring a lot of points, but they've also been leaking quite a bit. But then, to be fair, so have Manly. So look, I do think Manly will win this. I think the game management of Cherry Evans will be too much for the Titans back three. If I'm honest, I think he'll just pin them in the corners, and they'll be working the line. They'll be working the ball off their line pretty much the whole game. So yeah, I think pretty routine Manly win in this one. Really not much else to say. I think just easy Manly win in this one. Broncos 18, Raiders 26. Look. I'm expecting an upset in this one. I don't know what it is. I have a feeling that the Broncos are gonna crumble. I really don't know why. I think this man right here. Let me quickly swap it over. I think this man right here, Fogarty, has just he's currently in the form of his career. He'll be the best half on the field, like in terms of game management. So I just think he'll really take a step up. Well, he'll really need to take a step up in this game, and I think he will. Yeah, look, I think forward packs are surprisingly equal. I reckon the Raiders forward pack just edges out the Broncos, if I'm honest. Benches rather even, I would say. Again, Broncos just sort of edge it. And even in the back line, I would say it's rather even. Like, Ethan Strange has been absolutely fantastic this year. Xavier Savage, fantastic. Chris, fantastic. Timoko, fantastic. Schiller, fantastic. Stewart, obviously, in the back for Rapana. So, look, he had a good game last week. I think it was last week he played, was it? Let me quickly get the team list up. I think it was last week. Yeah, it was last week, yeah. But yeah, strong game last week, so, like, can only improve from here. And when you look at Broncos, all I see is Reece Walsh. That's honestly all I see. I don't think Ezra Mam is as good as people say he is, especially without Reynolds. Like, I think he needs that dominant half there. He's not ready to be the controlling half yet, in my opinion. So yeah, all I see is Reece Walsh. And something that Ricky Stewart has always been good about throughout his career when he's been coaching is he knows how to shut down a key player. So I think Reece Walsh, Raiders will be all over Reece Walsh. And yeah, I'm expecting an upset. Obviously, this game could very easily go Broncos' way, and I wouldn't be surprised if it does. But yeah, I don't know. I think Raiders are on a roll at the moment, and I'm expecting an upset. So yeah, I'm saying a Raiders 26-18 win in this one. Bulldogs 20, Knights 28. Yeah, look, this game has potential to be game of the round. I'll quickly bring it up. But yeah, look, both teams are pretty much identical. Right? Both teams conceded 113, and then only 2 points difference in points scored. Right? But for me, honestly, the only reason I have not tipped Bulldogs is this man right here. I just don't trust him at halfback, right? I would say on paper, we are relatively even across the board. Like, obviously, Ponga's a bit better than Tracy, but Kiraz, Marju, equal. Sherry, Gagai, equal, especially because Gagai's coming towards the end of his career. Crichton and Best, equal. Adokar, Tula, Adokar, I'd say tips it. Matt Burton, I'd say, is a bit better than Cogger. Hastings, I'd say, is better than Hutchinson. But yeah, across the board, in our forwards, it's a little bit weaker, but we've got strong back row, so it's not too bad. But yeah, across the board, very even game. I also wouldn't be surprised to see Connor Tracy drop to the bench and Taff start. But yeah, look, for me, it is all this man right here. I do not rate him as a 7. I think if he was playing 13 and we had Sexton in at 7, I reckon that'd be sick. I reckon that'd be really good because look, like I've said in the review videos, Hutchinson is just too slow to be a halfback, especially in a game like this where we're going to need a fast halfback against the slow forwards, the slow back rowers, like the tired back rowers. He's not that guy. It's as simple as that. So put him in 13. Let him be the first receiver by all means because he's got a good pass on him. He has a good pass on him. But he doesn't have the speed to create the space for the pass. So get him in a first receiver so he can catch it, throw it out to our half or 5'8", whoever it is, and then let them do the work, you know? But yeah, as long as Hutchinson is in 7, I just don't see us winning. If by some miracle Sexton gets brought in a halfback and we have Sexton and Burton in 6 and 7, and I don't know, Hutchinson goes to lock or maybe goes to bench, whatever, I would tip the Bulldogs. But yeah, I think with Hutchinson in the halves, I don't see a world where we win this game with Hutchinson in 7. It's as simple as that. But yeah, so yeah, I think purely because of Hutchinson, I do think Knights win. But honestly, I would not be surprised if Dogs do pull up the upset, if you will. I think most people expect Knights to win, but you know, as I said by the ladder, this is probably the most even game of the round. Like literally 14th versus 15th. Like can't get much more even than that, right? So yeah, most even match of the round. Yeah, literally only reason I'm tipping Knights is because of Drew Hutchinson. That is the only reason. If he wasn't there, I would be saying Bulldogs. But yeah, unfortunately, I think a Knights edge this one out because our attack just won't be strong enough with Hutchinson at 7. But yeah, so Knights win in this one, unfortunately. Sharks 26, Cowboys 16. Yeah, look, again, I think a routine... Sorry, my dogs are crying. Yeah, look, I think a routine Sharks win in this one. I think... I'll quickly bring up the ladder. The main thing for me is... Where is he? Where are they? Right here. Essentially 150 conceded to just under 100 conceded, right? Like that 50 try differential is what does it for me personally. Obviously, Cowboys have been able to score quite a few points, but their defense has been horrendous. And then obviously Sharks haven't scored a tremendous amount, but they've also had a bye. So, you know, let's say hypothetically in that bye they might have versed, I don't know, Bulldogs or something maybe, or Dragons, you know. That could very easily jump up to like a 147, you know, or like a 137, you know, and look a bit more respectable, so to speak. But yeah, I think, I'll just bring up the team list. I think team lists are pretty much the exact same. Tal Lungy's out for, Jesus Christ, for the Cowboys. Katoa's out, so 2 new wingers for each team, but otherwise, pretty much the exact same teams they've had all season. Yeah, I think, I honestly just think that Sharks defense will be too strong for the Cowboys, who have had an error or two in them so far this year. Right? And that's the main thing, really, is that I just as a neutral and like as a tipping person, whatever, you know, I can't trust the Cowboys to not make mistakes because they have just made so many mistakes this year. I think on average they've made 11 mistakes per game. Excuse me, or something ridiculous like that, right? So. No, excuse me, sorry. Yeah. Simple as that, yeah, I just can't trust Cowboys to not make mistakes. And then I think Sharks will just pounce on the back of those mistakes. Yeah. I think rather low scoring game for considering the two teams that are in. But yeah, I think Sharks defense will be too strong, and I think Cowboys will just make too many errors, giving Sharks good ball in good field position to let them get some easy points. But yeah, so I guess in the end, pretty routine Sharks win in this one. All right. But with that said, that is my round 7 predictions. As I said at the start, obviously the Storm Roosters game has already been played. I'm recording this on the Friday because I've just been busy with work. Outfield stuff. I went down to the fields today. I went to a couple of fields today, actually. And unfortunately, so it did rain like yesterday, the day before, so pretty much everywhere was having fields cut, lines redone. So just, unfortunately, no fields I could use, unfortunately. Hopefully tomorrow, so obviously this is Friday, so hopefully tomorrow on Saturday, I can find a field and go down and record some stuff. We'll see. But, yeah, look, otherwise, who knows when the next video will come out. I do have a special video I'm planning to make in the next couple of days. Just another sort of trip down memory lane for those of you that might remember the video I'm talking about that I made like about a month ago. But yeah, look, that's my predictions, as I said. And yeah, look, until the next one, guys, have a good one. Take it easy.